up, people? Let's start today's stream with a little reminder on what we were working last time. I'm working on the streamer start screen. Let's run the project. I think today we're gonna work on drag and drop events as soon as this thing decides to work. And check my sound levels. Yeah, looking good. I wonder if we should have some relaxing music. Might be that we try a new format. Oh, that's loud, excuse me. Might be that we try a new format where I'm gonna be streaming now for about an hour. So let's see how far we can get. And let's see if that music is too loud or not. Let's see if that music is too loud or not. I think it's pretty cool. Let's go. So the goal of this thing was to have a look at this start stream type of app. And yesterday we added this kind of like a weird looking dialogue that allows you to tune this thing further. Wait, what? The enter key closes. Okay. But the numpad enter doesn't close them. Numpad enter key code. Is that differ from the... What is the key code? So weird, because basically within this dialog pressing enter should close it, and now I'm pressing on the numpad and it doesn't close it, and I know for a fact that my numpad works. Okay, anyway, that's just something interesting. So this is the deal, we have this thing. Now what we're gonna implement today is we want to be able to move this thing around by dragging it around this sort of canvasy thingy. I did find yesterday this helpful article. It's kind of a starting point. React.js implement drag and drop feature without using external libraries. If the implementation would be very simple with an external library, we could also do that. We could also do it on our own. Let's just have a quick look for like React drop. Oh wow, what are these annotations? Okay. That's actually a very good example. What a nice demo. Single target, multiple targets. The thing in our case is that we don't even necessarily care that much about the drop of this thing, whereas we care just about where the mouse, at what location the mouse is. And so again, I'm a bit wondering if I should go the route of using them. Do these guys have a demo? No, I guess this is the demo. I do wish just put this music even just a bit lower. I feel like I'm competing with it. So this is the vanilla approach with no frameworks, in addition to for handling the drag and drop. And I feel we might just follow that and see where it takes us. It looks straightforward. It's a bunch of steps, but we can breeze through it and not go this route, although that's quite popular library. I wonder if it just handles things easier. Interesting, but these are way more complex than what I need. What is it doing? This is exactly what I need. This is not what I need. This behavior is exactly what I expect. And now they're actually giving me an idea for them. Yeah, there will need to also be some refactoring happening here because this is starting to explode, but we're gonna get to that. One thing at a time. This title, how do you give things focused styles? Outline, is it on focus? Do the focus and then do something. Border. Yeah, it makes sense, makes sense. I don't really have like not exactly a selectable element. It's just something else, try. Anyway, this is exactly custom, exactly what we need. Oh, TypeScript. Very interesting. Very interesting effects. It seems like this is gonna be much more performance focused. It might just work better. Wait, index is actually this page, the dark page. Container hide source and drag. And so this is how they consume it. And this is just a checkbox. Hide source and drag. Okay. And then they just import container box. It's probably nothing way too complicated. And container is where the magic happens. Yeah, the drop target, all the stuff, all the good stuff. Okay. And one last thing we're gonna check is the tutorial app. Browse the source, no, but like take that tutorial. code examples are available simultaneously. So how are they available? Oh, so that's not. Let me see. Master branch. I don't get the part where he says that they're available, but you don't have to use the decorators. Introduction of the tutorial give you a good idea about using ES5. Check out the hosted versions of these examples. Okay. We actually might just do the tutorial and adapt. We can ignore that for the better part. We're just creating a bunch of components. We're gonna be focusing on the night component. Which in a way is gonna be our title or draggable. Now the other decision I wanna make at this point is, should that be a part of where am I? We do advanced, doing the rendering the chess field. Mm. Positions, firm. Oh, they are wrapping the render. That's interesting. Okay. Observer, image change, so he kind of like writes a mini state library. I have a very strong feeling this is a heavy overkill on what I just need to do. So at the end of the day I still might go the other way. Interesting. Okay, I think this is quite informative and it's probably gonna teach you well the whole React drag and drop library. But I'm gonna go the other route. Yeah, we're gonna just go with this. No libraries. And let's see how far we can get. So create the root. Root app for the demo. We already have everything in place. We have an app. It's right here. So in this component, in our case, that code's gonna live for now right here, because here is where we have the elements. Kind of wondering, because okay, let's see where we get. Entry point for the abstract demo. Looks like a something container drag and drop demo, sure. So this is probably their container. In our case, the draggable container is gonna be this result component here at the bottom. This entire result, which is basically this whole pane here. Create state object and store some tasks. They have like some stuff. organize our data into categories. You're doing that in render, iterating tasks for each instead of a map. That's interesting. But basically I'm actually a little bit curious why they're doing that exactly like so, but anyway, Dragoball class, name of Dragoball, they've given it, and some background color. Oh, now we're cooking. On drag start. So that's gonna be basically our Dragoball element. We wanna have on drag start, we wanna have Dragoball. This class name, I assume that's gonna be for decoration purposes. So I don't think I need that, but let's take this for now. And we wanna have our title Dragoball, so that's this element here. We wanna make this thing Dragoball. Probably also want to disable this behavior of text select. What's that API? Title here. No, I messed it up. Was it select? User select, that's the one. User select. Now we're good. So we had this thing where our title will have on drag start to handle the dragging, and Dragoball flag, Dragoball attribute. You're looping. And the above color. Make the task item Dragoball. I think we did that already. Create a droppable container. That's gonna be our entire container that implements the drag over event. It's interesting that they have a separate element for that, and in my case I'm gonna be dragging the children of within a parent. So let's see if it's gonna work. But yeah, we need this on drag over. And on drop. Those are two functions. And on drag over and on drop. Let's try with the parent. We're not sure if that's gonna work out just yet. We'll see. On drag over event handler. didn't do drag start just yet, right? What comes in the next step, yeah. The one drag over just prevents default. Okay. Phone. Cool. Capture several elements, modify the color, create a category. Add an event handler on drag start and past the impression. It to persist while the drag drop is happening. Okay. So that's on the actual item where we have on drag start. You want to pass through some sort of a identifier. Drag start, we already copied that anyway. Hello, drag and drop. Oh, excuse me. I don't want to write the bindings, so let's just use that arrow function. Let's now implement the drag start event handler. This is where the magic happens, so the data transfer property. Oh, he does take in also an ID, and he's logging some stuff. Let's log. Yeah, let's do it like so. Data transfer event, data transfer, set data ID. Oops. Along those lines. So on drag start we grab some parameter. Here is where we're gonna grab the coordinates of the initial coordinates of the element. Parameter. No, I don't really care about that. Instead of if we do need to do that, we'll see. The above handler will ensure that the element is true. Let's see if this would compile and somewhat run. Explosion. I kind of want to see the first. Oh, that's just because I copy pasted some code, so it doesn't know what this is. So when the title is being dragged, we want to pass title, I think, dot position, and that's an object. So when we're logging that, now we should actually be able to see. Start dragging 0, 0, because those are actually not the real values and they're never being set, but that's alright. And yeah, this .onDrop is not a function, so we need to implement that still. Under the drop event, we're gonna add the onDrop event to the div with the class name of droppable. So also the same guy that has the onDrag over has an onDrop. Interesting. Let's now implement the drop onDrop event handler. That's the onDrop function. So drag over onDrop. Oh, we already copied that. I'm such a retard. OnDrag over. Nothing special. Stays the same. OnDrop. Here's like some weird identifier. Again, a function of their code. We're gonna omit that later. So nothing to change here. But now they are doing the onDrop event handler, which is this guy. Drag over and then onDrop, onDrag start. Start, drag over, onDrop. Those are our 3 methods that we need to handle this. So, category. Probably again can omit this. This is important because whatever here is set, this is what we get here, right? So we're gonna refactor this a little bit. There might be some issue because this is now an object, so not even a string. And I have a feeling we're trying to pass it in as a string, so let's see what happens. But then basically what they do here is this state tasks, filter task, picks the correct task, and then set state to something else. So the entire functionality, we don't even care. We're gonna rewrite whatever we need. I just want to see that this kind of works. So let's log the ID. So seems to be okay. Object. What am I missing? is the same object that I think it is. We should also be able to do something along the lines of data transfer, set data. Can log e data transfer here. Drop effect move. Effect allowed uninitialized. Files, items. What about logging it here? Interesting. Well, let's finish here. Untrapped handler remains the same as earlier. Well, if we do this, let's test that. To explain, and then when we're getting it, is I just get data text. For the sake of testing, we're gonna send now a single value. We're gonna send only the X position on drag start. Okay, that's more like it. So is it that it doesn't like objects or what? And to verify, if I change the title X position to 100, dragging it again, yeah. Of course, there are a few issues with that, because we might not even need the whole like data transfer thing, because all we want to do is when the drag ends, can we log the mouse position on drag end? We need to get just a little bit of water, so let's do it. And let's continue. So, drag start. We're gonna pass. Truth be told, I don't even need to pass that data there, but for the sake of just keeping that example here, we're gonna keep that here. And let's see if we can do something else instead. First things first. What is the on drop method do? Category, and then it does something based on category. We can clean that up in a bit. I'll drag over another thing. So, first things first, I want to have accurate state representation of the position of that title and what we're gonna consider as a position for it. And that's gonna be kind of hard for multiple reasons. First, that's not gonna have to be block anymore. That's gonna be something with a position absolute that we can move around. For x and for y values. Also, in order to keep that within the container, we need to set position relative on the